Hello there. Glad you are watching NAFDAC and your health. I am Susan West Braniff. They play an important role in nutrition, providing essential nutrients for growth and body maintenance throughout our lifespan. These nutrients include protein, calcium, potassium, and vitamin D. Dairy products are extremely essential to building healthy bones and teeth in children and adolescents. Our focus today is on dairy products, their benefits, and the reason for strict regulation and control by NAFDAC. Don't go away. All these and more on our show today. Stay with NAFDAC and your health. Dairy products are good sources of energy and protein. They contain a wide range of vitamins and minerals.
Dairy products generally are milk secretions from mammals. Under dairy products, you have the milk, and this milk comes in different forms. You have the powdered milk, you have the skim milk, you have the full cream milk, and other products under the dairy. You have the butter, you have the cheese, and you have yogurt.
NAFDAC regulates and controls dairy products to ensure safety and wholesomeness.
NAFDAC has been given a mandate to regulate and control all food products, including dairy. And in regulating and controlling, we monitor the registration, the exportation, even the importation, the manufacturing, the advertisement, the use of dairy products in Nigerian markets.
Well, we have to regulate dairy products because really they are a critical product which are very prone to contamination and affect health. So they require strict regulation. In fact, they are a class, a brand that we regulate so strictly because of their health effects.
Facility inspection and routine surveillance of dairy facilities and outlets are also part of regulatory measures put in place by the agency. In carrying out laboratory analysis, NAFDAC looks out for different contaminants.
In analyzing dairy products, the first thing to do is to look at the label, the appearance, look at the brand name, look at the manufacturing address, look at the list of ingredients, because that will guide in the analysis of the product. If it's for registration, it's not expected to have a NAFDAC registration number, but there will be a space allotted to it. Then you look at the instruction for use, you look at the packaging, the net content of this product. When you look at the list of ingredients, that will now guide as to what to analyze. You have the protein, you have the fat, you have different kind of milk, the skimmed milk, less fat. So you look at what is declared. It is important because many people are health conscious, especially those who are 40 and above or those who are obese. They don't want to take much fat. So if you declare that it's skimmed, we would like to check the fat content so that the consumer is not deceived. If you say it's calcium enriched, we also want to know. So based on the list of ingredients, the lab goes to work. The lab is also interested in the quality, apart from the quality aspect, the contamination of the products. We want to see the metal range, that is, the heavy metals, are they within what is allowed? We want to also see the microbiological area. We want to know whether melamine is incorporated in the product. All these and many more, it's done within the lab to ensure that dairy products are regulated. That is for milk. For yogurt, for cheese, as well as for ice cream, it is expected that when it gets to the lab, it should be frozen. And that is why we take the temperature and know that because once the cold chain is broken, you have them being contaminated, because the milk is a rich constituent for microbial growth. So we also check whether it's frozen and also check all the contaminants, check the list of ingredients to see the claim for all these products.
Melamine is a chemical compound that should not be used in production of milk.
Melamine is a compound, it's a complex compound used in various forms. In making plastics, giving it to a body, making ceramic, and so on. But because of its chemical nature, the nitrogen in it, it has close resemblance to protein. So it is used to adulterate products, to give a false impression of high protein in those products, which milk is known for. So definitely, to avoid that, we need to check whether the nitrogen is due to melamine or to real protein itself.
Proper storage of dairy products will ensure the quality and safety. However, improper storage of dairy products will lead to health hazards.
Dairy products should be at a cold, under cold storage for best purposes. At least not above 26, 27 maximum. But they should be at a very low temperature. In a cool place, not really open to direct sunlight or light. That's the best form of storage. When dairy products, mainly milk, are not properly stored under cold refrigeration or cold temperature, germs, those are microorganisms, which are germs, they multiply rapidly, and in a short time, they contaminate the dairy product, which you find in most hospitals and most cases, these gastrointestinal diseases, gas formation in the intestine, making you feel uncomfortable, bloating, and in severe cases, may even lead to death if it's prolonged and not treated on time. Because these germs growing in the milk, there are various types. Some are very fatal, very, very pathogenic. They can lead to death itself. So that is why they need to be strictly followed and stored under cold temperature.
Milk, very rich source of microorganisms. And what happens is that the normal mesophilic bacteria that can grow at that temperature will start the contamination and give room to other serious pathogens. And those serious pathogens, they are the ones that can cause diarrhea, can cause dysentery, can even lead to death, depending on the health status of the consumer. So it is expected that we stored according to manufacturer's indication on the label.
For all dairy products, proper storage as specified by the manufacturer is key to avoid health implications.
Because of their delicate nature, I will advise the public generally and consumers to make sure when purchasing or buying these products, watch out for the label, the date markings, the information, the expiry date or best before dates. And then once bought, follow the manufacturer's prescription, the instruction. Store them at a very low temperature, preferably like yogurt under low temperature, freezer, and so on. So make sure you comply and avoid thawing them, refreezing again. No, avoid it completely. Once opened, either consuming everything or once opened, leave them under cold temperature. Because when products like that, especially dairy, are thawed and then refrozen, the attempt of reusing, they lead to rapid growth of the germs, which cannot no longer be stopped or removed.
For powdered milk, we have it now in different packaging. You have people buying the refill pack because they feel it's cheaper. But if you cannot store it properly, it's not advisable, because what you are trying to gain by not buying the tin package, you may lose it by getting it contaminated and finding yourself in the hospital. Milk, as I said, is a rich source of microorganisms. That's why for students going to school, students should go for smaller packages to take to their school. Even in the homes, if you know you cannot store it very well, it's advisable also to go for these smaller packages. So for other dairy products, I don't know why a student will buy yogurt to school when he or she does not have a fridge, because yogurt is supposed to be stored in the fridge or even freezer, depending on the manufacturer's claim, because it starts to be, the manufacturer must state the storage condition. For milk, we know it's at ambient room temperature, but then if it's open and not well sealed, it can cause a lot of damage to the system, whether at home or in school or in hospitals. We must make sure we are storing them appropriately.
The regulation and control of dairy products is the mandate of NAFDAC. However, we are all consumers, and so we must read the labels to ensure optimum use and storage of dairy products, which are vital for health and well-being.
Do you have problems from using any medicine? Please let us know by sending a text message to 20543 on Glow, MTN, Etisalat or Airtel. For cases of unsatisfactory service delivery or fraudulent acts by any NAFDAC officer, please report to the Reforms Unit of NAFDAC on the following numbers: 0909-763-0506 or 0909-763-0507, or email nafdacreforms@gmail.com, reforms@nafdac.gov.ng. For more information on the program or any case of fake, substandard, or unwholesome regulated products, please report to the nearest NAFDAC office or send an SMS to the following numbers: 081-3363-0600 or 081-1741-0989. You can visit our website on www.nafdac.gov.ng. Follow us on Facebook at NAFDAC Nigeria, Twitter at NAFDAC Agency, and watch our videos on YouTube.
Our time is fast spent, but I must thank you for watching and urge you to keep a date with us next week. I am Susan West Braniff. Goodbye.